Many teachers and students don't realize you can do this with ChatGPT. I'm going to demonstrate an example now. I'm going to do it in English, but you can do this in multiple languages. ChatGPT, act as Freddie Mercury, the famous singer from the band Queen. I'm going to ask you some questions and I'd like you to answer as if you were Freddie Mercury. Can you keep your answers fairly short?
I can certainly respond. In the style of Freddie Mercury, the legendary singer from Queen. Please go ahead and ask your questions, and I'll provide responses in his persona.
Where were you born?
I was born in Zanzibar, Tanzania, on September 5, 1946. A rock and roll legend from Zanzibar, that's me.
So you weren't brought up in England then?
That's right, darling. Queen was formed in London, England, in 1970. We rocked the world from there.
So when did you move to England?
I moved to England with my family in 1964 when I was a teenager. It's where my musical journey truly began.
Did you have piano lessons when you were younger?
Yes, I did. I started taking piano lessons at a young age, and that's where my passion for music began to blossom.
Okay, now that wasn't perfect. You can see that there's a delay in the reply. It doesn't always read out completely naturally, but it's still a great way of practicing language and practicing listening skills, and actually also practicing reading, because ChatGPT is both writing and speaking at the same time. There are just two things to understand. Firstly, that we need to download a very small app that allows us to talk to ChatGPT. Secondly, we need to give ChatGPT the right instructions. If you're finding this video useful, please like, please share, and please comment on the video, and of course join me on my YouTube channel. So let's start by looking at the app. If I come over to the right here, I'm using Google Chrome, and I click on extensions and click on manage extensions, you'll notice that I've got a very small application added to my Google Chrome. It's called Voice Control for Chat GPT. Now if we search on Google for voice control with Chat GPT, let's see what we can find. So I'm on Google, I'm going to paste in voice control for Chat GPT for Google Chrome, and it's going to come up the first one on the screen, and if I click on that, you'll see that on my computer it's saying remove from Chrome because it knows I've already got the app added. But in your case, you'll have a little button here which will be something like download or add, and just simply click on that, and then suddenly when you open up ChatGPT, you will have the voice control. Now let's quickly look at how you actually open up ChatGPT and access the voice control. So you need to go to openai.com and you will need to log in, or you will need to sign in. I used my Google account. I'm already signed in, so I can simply log in. So if I click here, it's going to log me in, and it gives me three different options, but the one that I'm interested in today is ChatGPT. And as soon as I open it up on the screen, I will see that the voice control is now available. Now the fantastic news is, if you click here, you can see that it actually works in multiple languages. It doesn't simply work in English, you can also use it in many other languages. Just before I go on to talk about how to say the right instructions to ChatGPT, I also want to mention that there is another amazing tool, particularly for students working on their own, but also really useful for teachers, and it allows you to reproduce very natural voices, so you can paste in a text and listen to it being read out perfectly in Spanish, in French, in English, in Polish, etc. It's called naturalreaders.com, and on the screen now there is a video exactly about this topic that you might find really useful. But we're going to carry on now with how to prompt ChatGPT. The secret to working with ChatGPT is to give it really clear instructions. It needs various pieces of information to know exactly what you want it to do. I'm not going to do a course here on ChatGPT, but I'm going to try to explain just a few basic things to keep in mind. So I start by giving it a context and telling it what my goal is. So I might say, I'm learning Polish, and what I want to do today is practice my speaking by doing an interview with you. I'm going to ask you questions and you're going to answer. And then I'll tell it what exactly I want it to do. I might say, I want you to act as Muhammad Ali, or I want you to act as Freddie Mercury, and answer the questions as if you were Freddie Mercury. And then I might give it a little bit of instructions around kind of the level or what I'm expecting it to do. So I might say, can you answer give very short answers because I'm a low level student, or can you keep the vocabulary very simplistic? Now sometimes you have to correct ChatGPT as you work through and say to ChatGPT, listen, this is too difficult, can we make this easier? Now you can get ChatGPT to do some really interesting things, for example have an interview, but you could also get it to write a collaborative story for you, and that will also work really well. So I'm going to demonstrate now an example of where I'm going to ask ChatGPT to get involved in an interview with me. So one final thing, to make ChatGPT work, I click on this button and then I give it instructions. And then when I finish giving instructions, I click on the space bar. So let's try out an example. ChatGPT, can you act as Muhammad Ali? I want to practice my English. My level is B2. I'm going to ask you some questions and I'd like you to answer as if you were Muhammad Ali. Can we keep the answers really simple because my level isn't very high? If you understand everything that I've just said, can you say ready?
Sure. I can help you practice English as Muhammad Ali. Let's get started.
Where were you born?
I was born in Louisville, Kentucky, USA.
Have you got any brothers or sisters?
Yes, I had one brother named Rudolph and one sister named Belinda.
Okay, really hope you liked that video and found it useful. A lot of people always ask me, how do I make my videos? I use Camtasia. If you are interested, there's a link below where you can download and test Camtasia for free. There's also a link to a 6-part completely free course on YouTube about using Camtasia, which I made about a year ago. And there's also some special discount codes with an additional discount from me if you do want to buy Camtasia. If you want more free videos, please come over to teachertrainingvideos.com. I specialize in videos about technology for language teachers. There's lots of free stuff on the opening page, and there's a section here including a section on ChatGPT and other AI tools. If you really want to follow my work, then sign up to the newsletter. There's about 11,000 subscribers, and if you sign up, you do get a special 14-part free course, video course in using technology in teaching and learning. There are no tricks, it's all completely free, and nearly everything that I recommend is also free. And finally, if you do want to catch me or ask me to do a presentation for your organization or some training, you can actually contact me from the website. I'm going to leave a couple of other videos now on the screen about technologies that I think are really useful when it comes to working with languages.